The Reluctant Astronaut is a 1967 Universal Pictures feature film produced and directed by Edward Montagne and stars Don Knotts in a story about a carnival ride operator who is hired as a janitor at the Manned Spacecraft Center in Houston and is eventually sent into space. Comedian Knotts had won several Emmy Awards as small-town comic sheriff's deputy Barney Fife in the television sitcom The Andy Griffith Show, but left the show as a regular at the end of its 5th season to pursue a career in feature films with Universal Pictures. Roy Fleming, played by Don Knotts, is fairground operator of a kiddie spaceship ride in Sweetwater, Missouri. Despite being 35 years old, he still lives with his parents and suffers from extreme acrophobia, the fear of heights. His father, Arbuckle, played by Arthur O'Connell, wants better things for his son, so he sends an application to NASA. Roy later learns from his mother, played by Jeanette Nolan, that NASA has accepted him as a WB-1074. When Roy arrives at the Manned Spacecraft Center in Houston, Supervisor Donnelly, played by Jesse White, places him in training as a janitor. Roy accepts the disappointment and unsuccessfully tries to explain things to his family back home, who believe that he is an astronaut. Meanwhile, he is befriended by veteran astronaut Major Fred Gifford, played by Leslie Nielsen. One day, Roy is alarmed to discover that his father and his friends are paying him a surprise visit at work. Anxious to please his domineering father, he dons a spacesuit and pretends to be an astronaut. Arbuckle, a World War I veteran, expresses pride in his son to his friends. After wreaking general havoc on the simulators and other hardware, Roy is exposed as a janitor by Donnelly and fired in the presence of his father and friends. When the Russians plan to trick NASA by sending a dentist into space, NASA moves quickly. Roy is found in a bar, rehired, and selected as the man least likely to venture into space and sent aloft. His father watches on TV, convinced the janitor story was a ploy for security reasons. During some eating experiments, Roy gets peanut butter into a guidance system and is in danger of being marooned in space. He remembers the retro rockets from his role as Mr. Spaceman on the amusement park ride and launches them, bringing the capsule safely home. Roy is hailed as a hero and marries his sweetheart, Ellie Jackson, played by Joan Freeman. The Reluctant Astronaut had its premiere on January 25, 1967 at Houston, Texas, just 2 days before the Apollo 1 fire that killed 3 astronauts. Knotts was nominated for the 1967 Golden Laurel Male Comedy Performance Award for his role in The Reluctant Astronaut. So check out this Don Knotts comedy classic on DVD or Blu-ray, and I'll see you in the next exciting video.